everyone. Every year, the team at Garden Gate offers a few destination tours for small groups of garden lovers to destinations in Europe and the United States. And we thought we'd take a few moments here to preview some of our 2025 tours for you. I'm here with Eric Flynn, Sherry Ribby, and Jack Coyer, who will all be hosting these tours next year with me. And we're really excited. So our first tour is in Spain.
First up in May, we're excited to be visiting the Andalucía region in southern Spain. We're going to start in Seville before visiting Granada and then heading to Cordoba for their annual Patio festival, which has been going on for over 100 years now. And finally, looping back to Seville.
Yeah, so if you have been on one of our previous garden tours in the UK or in the Netherlands or France, for example, you have seen very different styles of gardens than we're going to see in Spain. It should be really different here because of the different architecture, the Islamic and Moorish influences, and also because the gardens are very different. You know, it's much more sort of courtyard focused and lots of reflecting pools and very serene surroundings. So that should be a really fun
trip.
And
a very different climate than what you would experience in the UK.
That's exactly right. Yes, so. hot, sunny Mediterranean. Yes, it should be really great.
I'm jealous of you guys. And the food's going to be great there.
Food's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yes, we're excited about that too.
Our next tour is June 22nd to June 30th. We're going to England and we're visiting the Cotswolds. We were
a couple years ago
in 2022, we went to the Cotswolds, so we're going back. I can't wait. It's just the quintessential English towns and villages of the Cotswolds. It has a honey-colored limestone that so many buildings and the walls have, and the thatched roofs. It's just
and the canals
and just spectacular gardens and countryside. It's just
And I'm really looking forward to all the history that we'll see there. There'll be homes and gardens as well. There'll be the Roman baths, of course, in Bath, and homes and gardens from the Renaissance to medieval to Renaissance times, and Victorian, and even arts and crafts style gardens, which that'll be really interesting to see. There's a couple of those that will...
The early 20th century gardens.
Exactly.
And we're staying at Stratford-upon-Avon, which is Shakespeare's birthplace. And we took a play in at the Globe Theater when we were there.
The hotel's right across the street from the Globe, so you'll be able to catch a play if you'd like to.
And then the gardens we're visiting, I mean, just some world famous gardens, Hidcote, Kifsgate, Iford, and then throw in some private gardens with personal tours. It's just a magnificent
it should
trip.
Be a fun trip. It'll be great. And then in July, we're going to Ireland, and I'm taking that trip with my friend Linda Vater. Last year, we spent some time in Scotland's borders together and had such a great time that this year we're going to go to Dublin together. And it's July 15th through the 22nd. We'll be seeing a wide range of gardens from 17th century estates to gardens, contemporary gardens that were designed in the last 10 years by real artists, and have a chance to talk to them and learn all their secrets and get their tips as well. All of that plus a night of traditional Irish singing and dancing at Johnny Fox's pub.
That was a highlight. That was really fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
In September, we've put together a trip to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Sherry and I are hosting that trip. We've been going to Seattle for several years, and photographing gardens and meeting people. And one person we met on the tour, Camille Paulson, will be visiting her garden with a view of Mount Rainier. But she's also acting as our host on the tour, and so she'll be with us all week. And she set up visits to private gardens of some of her friends, and we were going to some just iconic gardens as well.
Some bucket list gardens there too. So Bouchard and Heronswood, those will be great to visit.
And you'll have an overnight to Victoria to visit.
Yes, and we'll get to take a ferry. That should be fun.
I love all the insider tips that we'll get from Camille. To really get to see some of these private gardens. She's so well connected
in the Pacific Northwest, so it should be a great trip.
So you might be wondering what it's like to travel with us. In addition to seeing lots of amazing gardens and historical sites and beautiful architecture and cultural experiences, there are practical things like what are the hotels like?
The hotels, we try to secure 4-star hotels at every location. Some of them in Europe, are more historic venues, but they're just really comfortable and charming and fun and people. We try to find a place that we can get together at the bar or outside on the patio and have a glass of wine. talk about the gardens at the end of the day, and it's really a good time to meet people when we have the time at the hotels.
That's right. And then there's the food, of course.
Yeah, and people ask about the food, and quite honestly, like, you start every day off with a really good breakfast, and typically it's a buffet. Sometimes it's order a la carte, but there's plenty to choose from, and you can eat as little or as much as you want. If it's a buffet, you can always, grab a piece of fruit or a croissant to put in your sack for later in the day, like That's when nice. You're riding the bus home, which is nice. And of course, we'll make time for lunch every day, and sometimes that'll be like hosted in a garden that we're visiting, or we'll have an opportunity to visit, a small town nearby, or even just have lunch at one of the public gardens. Cafeterias or restaurants that they have on site, and there's always plenty to choose from, and people always seem to be happy with the variety when it comes to that. Dinners, we'll have quite a few dinners that are hosted, or we'll do them together as a group, and they're usually at the hotel, and they will be typically a 3 to 4 course meal. Sometimes the menu is prefixed. Sometimes you might have a couple of things to choose from, pick your entree, pick your dessert, that kind of thing. But it's always good. And if you have dietary restrictions, or, just prefer, to eat vegetarian or something else, if you let us know ahead of time, we'll work with the hotel to try to accommodate you. And I don't think we've ever had a real issue with that. So, everyone be well fed. It's delicious. And
there's never not enough food.
No.
I remember Italy, people are like, we're eating again? Or like,
oh, and yes. And speaking of eating again, I mean, often, especially in the UK, you're going to get tea and cake in a lot of gardens.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing that there's refreshments available at some of the patios in Spain. So
that's right. We will never starve. Right. I don't think we'll starve. So, and then to get from place to place.
Yes, you got to have a way to get from one garden to the next. And we always have a good bus, very comfortable, and a really friendly driver who usually, a lot of times they'll kind of, go on the garden tour with us.
That's right.
It's been really fun to meet the drivers, get to know them. And it's nice to have that time in between gardens that you can just chat with the other tour members and get to know them and hear what they liked and thought was cool about each garden that we visited. And, the fun thing about Seattle is we get to take a couple of ferry rides. And of course, you will definitely get your 10,000 steps in on these tours. So be sure and bring your walking shoes.
That's right.
Seattle and Spain might have a lot of steps, so you might want to keep that in mind. You can take those steps and climb whatever, or you can sit and enjoy the view from one of the benches or a seat.
Perfectly lovely way to enjoy the garden is from the bench as well.
Exactly.
That's right. And you were talking about the bus drivers. I was remembering several of our trips that we've taken in Europe and how tight the roads are there.
Yeah.
Oh,
sometimes there are some crazy corners that I just cannot imagine how we're getting through these spaces. And so that's another little form of entertainment we'll all have, is being able to cheer for the bus driver when they've been successful navigating those tight spots. That's always an amazement. They are magicians. So also cultural experiences.
Yes, there are so many. Like when we were in Italy last year, we got a wonderful piano concert on historic pianos. Everybody loved that trip. This year, we're going to, as you mentioned, in Ireland, we're going to have dancing and music, traditional Irish music and dancing. And we're going to have, of course, tea in the UK, and over in British Columbia, we will get a wine tasting in Spain. And let's see, what else? What am I missing?
I think that the Witchford pottery in the Cotswolds is another exciting one.
I'm really excited about that. I hope they're making some pots so I can watch their technique. I was never good at that.
Come home with a new craft.
Yeah. Yes.
And the people that you meet on these tours are all people, they're all your people. So we're all gardeners here. When you sign up for a generalist tour with a company, you just don't know who you'll meet on those tours. And when you join our tours, you're meeting other gardeners. And so you automatically have something in common right off the bat. And there's been, there's just a great sense of community in our groups. They're for 12 to 30 people. So it's a nice size group that you won't get lost in.
Yeah.
And people share photos of their gardens while they're riding the buses between destinations. They talk about their gardens after dinner with drinks. And it's really nice to have that sense of community. And because it's a small group and you get to know each other well, we have become personal friends with many people that we've traveled with.
And we've visited people back here in the States. We've gone to their gardens and photographed their gardens for the magazine. And we know others that have gotten together at different times and gone to visit, each other's garden. And we have people repeat on tours that are like, some have signed up for 2025 that have been on previous tours, and they're planning to go with people that they met on that previous tour.
That's
so
right.
It's really,
so it's a nice community that
Yeah.
you'll be joining when you join one of our tours as
Yeah.
well. If you'd like to know more about our tours next year, you can watch the specific videos about each tour on this channel, or you can check out the link below and visit the website.